So, good afternoon, one and all. Residential real estate market continues to rally in quarter one of 2021. And this is a Magic Bricks report, which sounds so good. Reading a news item like this obviously boosts the confidence of many of us in the gloom of this pandemic and the people actively involved in the business. However, this also brings a threat of malpractices and exploitation. However, RERA stands as a pillar of protection, and its multifaceted nature and a wide outlook in terms of its flexibility for different states brings out its real charm, throwing light on how important it becomes to know what it entails. With this, I would like to welcome Harit Dhariwal sir, Chairman ICI Ahmedabad, Mr. Rahul Maliwal, Chairman Vikasa Ahmedabad, Mr. Fenil Shah, Chairman Student Committee of Ahmedabad, Jay Motwani, Vice Chairman, Vikasa Ahmedabad, and all the committee members. And with this, I would also like to welcome CA Pooja Shah and CA Mahadev Birla, our esteemed faculties for this session. I would request the committee members to please play the ICI motto.
य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति नामं 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 नामंशो पुरुषो निर्विमाणः निर्विमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तदेव शुक्रदनं तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः तस्मिन् लोकः स्थितः सर्वे तनूनात्ययितश्च नान्यमीतश्च एतद्वैता 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 एतद्वैता
With this, now I would like now I would like to request CA Harit Dhariwal sir for a keynote address.
Thank you, Kashish. The faculties for today's session, CA Mahadev Birla and CA Pooja Shah, who have joined us virtually. The Vikasa Chairman Rahul Bhai, Chairman of Students Committee Fenil, Jay, Vraj, Divya, Kashish, and all the other Vikasa Committee members. A very, very good afternoon to everyone. And great to see such a wonderful participation on a Sunday afternoon. Normally, Sunday afternoons, I think everybody would want to have a relaxation, maybe after the classes and all, but it's great to see that excitement and enthusiasm to learn something of the new act. And I think Vraj just told me we have more than 175 registrations. It's phenomenal, I think, to get this kind of participation. I still remember we did a GST series before, I think, last month, wherein we got a similar response, and that is what motivates us to have these kind of sessions for new emerging areas and in kind of a series, wherein it's not a one session that you get everything loaded on. You have different sessions on, split the act into different sections. I'm extremely thankful to Pooja, Mahadev Bhai, Manan and Sarthak, all the four dynamic faculties for today. I think you'll tell me these are the four best faculty that we have at Ahmedabad, and I'm sure you all are going to have a wonderful deliberation session for two Sundays that we have this entire series in. So I'll just brief you on the little initiatives of the Ahmedabad branch, which all the students should know. I would request Vraj if you can just share the screen. Yeah, so I'm just sharing you a few activities that we are currently doing in Ahmedabad branch as well as Ahmedabad branch of Vikasa. So I think we have had 8 vaccination drives so far, wherein more than 1800 1750 members have been vaccinated. And once we get a permission, I think we will be having some drives soon again. We have this wonderful initiative of food kit at your doorstep. So any chartered accountant, CA student, member, or even their family members, if they want food kit to be delivered at their doorstep, those who are home quarantined, they can contact us. I think again a very good initiative. Happy Feels. I think this is something which we started last week and we are getting very good response. I'll just tell you in a nutshell what happens. We all are worried. We all have sleep problems. We have anxiety problems. We have different psychological problems, but never we don't have time and we don't know whom to contact to. Hence, we have come up with this very good initiative of Happy Feels, wherein we have a team of psychiatrists, we have a team of professional doctors, we even have some people who will just make you feel good. So you have to just drop in an email, and it will be anonymity will be maintained, and the concerned doctor and the expert will be reaching out to you to talk to you and know about your issues, and then maybe solve it on a later stage. So this Happy Feels is a very good initiative, and I'll tell you more than 25 30 people have already taken its benefit, and you can always pass on the word to everyone. Basically, anybody has any anxiety issues, sleep problems, they have child worries, or they just want to feel good because they are under COVID or quarantine, whatever, they just want to feel good, they can take its benefit. Then medicines at your doorstep again, and the COVID patient cab service. So this cab service is also for all COVID positive patients, be it a CA student, member, or the family member. So in case you want to go to, let's say, from your home to hospital, or for getting the reports done, you can get this service. There's a 2 hours, 3 hours, the cab will be available at your disposal. Again, specifically for COVID positive patients. Then medicines at your doorstep, a wonderful initiative wherein the Vikasa Army is supporting us like very well. You basically order the medicines at your, and it will be delivered within 2 hours if you want. And the Vikasa Army, we have a lot of students who are doing volunteering for this activity. For the normal branded medicines, we are offering 20% discount. I think the chemist is offering, and for the generic ones, it is up to 90% discount is being offered. We have a blood donation camp at Ahmedabad branch last Saturday. We have the blood donation drive is still on. So any one of you who wants to donate blood can please fill in the Google form, and the Red Cross van will be coming near our house wherein you can donate the blood. And one thing that we all are continuously, repeatedly emphasizing is a plasma donation drive. I think there are many people who are receiving plasma, but there are very less people who are donating plasma. So in case you are eligible to donate plasma, please take this opportunity. You register in the plasma donation drive. I think Fennel and Vishen Bhai are handling it wonderfully well. You can contact them, and absolutely everything will be arranged. We have had a lot of expert talks on COVID. We have had finding our lost happiness. Again, what happens currently, we all are under lockdown. We all are feeling depression, anxiety. So we had this very good sessions on Brahma Kumaris on finding our lost happiness. And we are coming with another series of sessions on the same topic. So those who want a recording of those sessions, or maybe want to join for such sessions, please let us know. We are there to help you. This is just a nutshell of what we are doing for all the students and members. So in case any one of your family member wants to take advantage of it, just let us know. We are always there to help you. Apart from this, as far as the Vikasa, I think Rahul will be sharing more about Vikasa, but I'll just tell you that you have, if you have any suggestion for us, any activity that you want to do, we are always open for that. Do reach out to us. Do reach out to the committee members, and we'll definitely take care of that. Once again, thank you to Pooja and Mahadev Bhai for sparing your valuable Sunday afternoon today with us. And I'm sure everybody will have a wonderful enlightening session today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Harit sir, for
I just
informing
take
all
one
of
more
us.
minute. I just take one more minute. I think I just cannot end without saying and urging all of you to be a part of Movement 73. I think this is something which we all are so passionate about, and I'll just tell you that we have more than 2,400 registrations in Movement 73, and apart from this, we have 500 kids who have registered. So all in all, more than 2,900 people have joined this movement already. For all the students, I think it is a wonderful initiative wherein you can take care of your health. The question comes in, what if I have missed certain things? You will get a recording. Don't worry, all the weekly sessions are the same. So you join us for this wonderful health initiative. And we are also, as I said, we are all the participants will be given a Fit India certificate, because you are also registered in the Fit India movement. So a proper certificate of participation will be given to all the participants. And for more information, you can reach out to us. The movement is still on. Tomorrow is a new week which is going to start. Today we had a Super Sunday, so new week, new beginning. I hope all of you, those who are not registered, will do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for informing all of us about the current events. And now I would like to request Rahul Dhariwal, sir, Chairman Vikasa, to please share your views with
Uh,
us.
th- Thank you, Kashish. Now it's Rahul Maliwal and Harit Dariwal.
Sorry.
No, not at all. First of all, good afternoon to everyone. The chairman of Ahmedabad branch, C. Harit Dariwal, the student committee chairman, and our beloved past chairman, C. Fanil Shah, the members of the committee, Vraj, Jay, Divya, and the faculties of the today's session, Pooja and Mahadev Bhai, and all the dear participants. Once again, a very warm welcome to all of you in this particular series. First of all, let us congratulate to our dynamic and energetic chairman for starting such a wonderful task in this particular turbulent time that we have seen, food distribution drive and everything that the Vikasa is doing under the able leadership of our chairman. So first of all, congratulate to you, sir, for starting uh, such a great event in this particular time. Now coming back to this particular session, we have more than as sir has mentioned, we have more than 175 registration, and great to see such a huge participation after our successful completion of GST series. Now after GST, we thought to start with some allied law, and we first taken up with the RERA. Why RERA? Because RERA is one of the greatest reform in the Indian financial history, and it provides the great protection to the home buyer and also lead to organize one of the most leveraged sector that we can say, that is the housing sector, the real estate sector. And all the four faculties are excellent and having the in-depth knowledge in this particular topic. So I'll urge every student and every participant that take almost benefit out of those for all the four faculties. Now, Vikasa is doing a very hard work during this particular tough time, as the sir has already mentioned. With regard to that, we are distributing the medicines. We are also distributing the food kit to all are the needy peoples. So those who wanted to those who also wanted participants also wanted to support the team Vikasa. They can join hand with the Vikasa. We have all the Jay, Divya, Vraj, Vraj on this particular platform, so they can support and guide you how to take this particular forward. I'll just want to add one para of that is written in the book Enough. It has been written by the John Bogle. He is the one of the greatest mind in the financial as well as the human psychology part. He says it is never too early to start giving and helping other to make a difference in someone's life. You to make a difference in someone's life, you need not to be rich, brilliant, or perfect. What you all need is a care. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is not enough. Life is a long enough, and a sufficient generous amount has been given by God to everyone. But that is up to us how to utilize the same. But when the life is vested in the heedless luxury and spent on no good activity, we are forced at the last by the death's final constraint to realize that it has passed away before we knew it is being passing. So it is the time we should support to the humanity, because in this COVID particular situation, it is the time has given and the God has given the chance to support the others. So I urge everyone that to support the team Vikasa, whereby you can support the extent to other families. So use this particular time before the life actually passes away from us, that we can do something better for other. Now with this, I'll now request the moderator to continue the session forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing such beautiful words. Now, I would like to request CA Fenil Shah, sir, Chairman Student Committee of Ahmedabad, to share his views.
Thank you, Kashish, for giving a wonderful start to the session. The esteemed faculty for today, CA Pooja Shah and Mahadev Birlaji, our own dynamic chairman, CA Harit Dhariwal, the chairman of Vikasa, CA Rahul Maliwal, and an energetic team led by Jai, along with Divya, Khushi, Radhika, Braj, and every other volunteer present here. It's an immense pleasure for me to interact with students at this particular juncture. Friends, if I add to what Rahul ji and Harit ji said, then it's very important, friends, that in this pandemic situation, we all are in negative times. The future is also changing. You can say the way we take education, the way the opportunities are going to come, all is changing drastically. So it becomes very pertinent that we focus on which are the opportunities to come in future. And that's where Team Vikasa has taken a very right initiative of taking this offbeat topics and allied opportunities, and that is one is RERA. And friends, in this situation, I can say that there are two things. One, we can focus on negative things, that vaccination drive is postponed, third wave is going to come, CA examinations will happen or not, and what not. But there is one another opportunity, that is we focus on positive things. And friends, positive in two perspectives. One, if I add to Harit Dariwal's initiative, which are being taken for student-centric, then one more initiative is there. The general students, the mass students always keep on pinpointing our mother institute. That is institute ये नहीं करती, institute वो नहीं करती, curriculum कैसा है, इतने mistakes है, institute हमारे लिए ये नहीं करता. तो friends, आपके पास एक opportunity है, right? जो आप आपके session के बाद use कर सकते हो. That is Board of Studies, who takes care of, you can say, your curriculum, is inviting suggestions from you all. You can give all the suggestions with respect to curriculum, with respect to chapter specific, with respect to which kind of trainings you want to take, right? And that the link is right now with you in your chat box. You can provide all those suggestions for that particular thing. This is something which we can do for our profession, for our fraternity. And furthermore, what we can do for the society, then as Harit ji rightly said that we are having two initiatives, that is blood donation and plasma, which are really a need of time. I also shared the links with respect to blood donation and plasma. You can support us. In case you are not eligible to donate, you can help us to get the donors, because you know that particular person suffered from COVID. You just pass on the data. We will as a team connect to them and we can do a bit for the society, right? And lastly, before I end, I would like to say that, friends, when you are venturing for this series, always remember in any field you want to venture, there are three levels of knowledge which is needed. The very first, which is basic. So if every student should have a basic knowledge of RERA from the eminent faculties, then in case you feel that yes, this is the field for you, you want to go for it, go for the advanced search, go and keep on reading the articles specifically for this. And then once you get time in an articleship or after becoming CA, do some articleship or work under the CA who are practicing in RERA. That's where you reach the advanced level. So I can say that Team Vikasa is providing you a step forward to move in this journey of RERA, take the best of it. And lastly, I would say that from today, stop giving suggestions. What we need is support, and you can support Team Vikasa in taking all the initiatives. So with this word, again, I thank all the esteemed faculties and all present here, and all of you students for sparing your valuable time from Sunday noon for your valuable, positive, knowledge-enriched development. Thank you, and again, over and out to Kashish. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an amazing and enlightening for spreading so much knowledge on plasma and how we can actually advance our knowledge during articleship and after that. So thank you so much, sir. And with this, now I would like to welcome our esteemed speaker for today, CA Pooja Shah. She's a practicing chartered accountant and specializes in RERA. A few of her achievements include the fact that she developed the whole RERA division in Rajesh J. Shah and Associates. She remained as a convener in RERA study group for financial year 2018-19 and was also a faculty in the RERA study group and delivered a lecture on the topic registration under RERA Act 2016. She's a member in newsletter committee, and one article on registration under RERA Act 2016 has been published in the February 2019 newsletter. These are just a few of ma'am's achievements, and we want to learn a lot from her, and we are so privileged to have you here today, ma'am. And I would like to request you to please begin the session on this note.
Thank you, Divya. No, I'm sorry, Kashish. Thank you, Kashish, for the good introduction. Thank you, Harit sir. Thank you, Rahul sir. Thank you, Final sir, for giving this opportunity, and thank you, the whole Vikasa team, to give me the opportunity to give you a lecture on RERA. So, without spending more time, let's begin with the session. So, let me share the screen. I'm unable to share the screen. Kashish, is someone sharing the screen?
So, whether you can please allow sharing of screen.
I guess Panel sir is still sharing the sound. Sir, I request you to please.
Okay, just yeah.
Sure, sir. But it was really amazing the way you played song along with your address. हम लोग ढूंढ रहे थे हमारे कंप्यूटर में क्या चालू हो गया.
Thank you.
It was really amazing, sir.
Thanks a lot. Pooja ji, now you can start.
Yes, thank you, sir.
For some positive thing, right? So now we can start. Is it possible?
Yes. Now
Okay.
I can. Yes. Can everyone see this screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So our topic is to give you the brief preview about the RERA. So why RERA Act was introduced. So as everyone knew, the Act was introduced and introduced in May 2016, but totally it was into function in 1st May 2017. Right. So what was the object behind introducing this RERA Act? So the first of all, this government people, there were so many queries coming to them regarding कि customer का protection नहीं हो रहा है, accountability के related, that the funds which customer are investing in the real estate, in their dream houses, they are not satisfied with the proper outcome which are promised by the developer to be given on time. And accountability के related भी था कि मतलब उनके जो fund customer they were investing their funds, तो उनके funds का accounting proper हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा है. So many queries were there. Even transparency को भी लेके बहुत सारे issues create हुए थे कि they cannot, like एक brochure दे दिया promoter ने कि in the brochure promoter describes कि in the project we are going to give you this things, और specifications में दे दिया कि we are going to give you the A grade type of utilities है, या tiles जो भी लगाएंगे वो हम A grade class के लगाएंगे. But जब actually वो जब BU आने के बाद जो handover करते थे customer को, तो वो नहीं होता था उस type का. The handover time पे customer was realizing कि वो जो भी utility मिली है उनको वो B grade या C grade की मिली है, not as promised in the first initial way when they met the promoter. So वो एक marketing strategy रहती थी promoters की कि थोड़ा ऐसा market करके they were attracting the buyers to invest in their project. Finance control को लेके भी ऐसा था कि promoters क्या करते थे, बोलते थे कि project will be completed, 2 साल में complete हो जाएगा और हम आपको 2 साल में project handover कर देंगे. But what was happening कि वो 2 साल का 3 साल भी हो जाता था, 4 साल भी हो जाता था. तो here customer are waiting for कि हम कब हमारे घर में जाएंगे, when we are going to our new property to live. तो ऐसा नहीं होता था. तो ऐसा क्यों होता था? क्योंकि जो promoters होते थे तो वो जो भी funds आते थे customers के, तो वो उसको कोई और project में डाल देते थे, just in lieu of earning more money, right? तो ये सारे इश्यूज थे. फिर कंप्लायंस, कभी कोई किसी ने कभी पूछा नहीं है रियल एस्टेट इंडस्ट्री में कि आपका क्या कंप्लाई है प्रॉपरली टाइम से टाइम. अगर बोलते हैं कि हमने ये प्लान पास करा है तो इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी कि बीयू के टाइम पे भी वही जो इनिशियल प्लान जो कस्टमर को दिखा के बुकिंग लिया था वही प्लान पास बीयू के टाइम पे भी हुआ हो. So ऐसे सारे मैटर्स थे वो जो गवर्नमेंट को ध्यान में थे, एंड दे देन टुक द इनिशिएटिव कि यस नाउ इट्स अ हाई टाइम, अब हमें एक एक्ट, एक लॉ ला देना चाहिए कि जो ये सबको गाइड करेंगे, प्रमोटर्स को जो भी रियल एस्टेट में डील करते हैं. So they came with these objectives like customer protection, accountability, transparency, then finance control and compliance. Here customer protection का भी उन्होंने they have taken care of all the objects, and आपको मैं खाली slide दिखाती हूँ गुजरात की. Let me take you to the slides.
Pooja ma'am, just to interrupt you, can you just press F5 for presentation mode so that students who are watching from mobile, it will be more easy for them.
Okay, this is fine, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Perfect.
Thank you. So let me take you the site of the Gujrera first. I guess many of you have not visited the site of Gujrera. So this is how the Gujrera site works. So regarding the object transparency and compliances part, if I take you here, then these are the projects which have been registered till date in Gujarat. So 8413 projects has been registered till now, and from that, this many projects have been completed. So let's have a look on this completed project, and I will explain you how the transparency level here is maintained. So this is like, for example, if I take the mixed project, then if I search any of the project, let me search about this Marigold project. It's a mixed development project and I don't know what is the background of the project. Then I will simply click on the registration number and I will check who is the chairman, what is his basic background. Everything will be here. And even I have the Google Map location. On one click, I will be able to search it, and it's not opening, but I will be able to check where the exact project location is. So,
sorry to interrupt, but I guess you need to switch it to the another PPT, like another slide, because you are explaining about the site and site is not visible.
Okay, you are not able to see.
We are on second page. You, if you'll press F5, will be.
Now can you?
We are able to see, but it is stuck on the second slide only.
Achha. So you cannot see the Gujrera site? What I'm going?
No, we can't see the site.
Okay, just wait.
We are on the slide which shows objects of RERA.
Achha, okay. Let me stop sharing and let me start it again. Now can you see?
Yes.
Okay.
And also just I wanted to convey something to participants that we are sending this handbook through your mail. So please check your mails and keep this handbook in your hands. So it will be better to refer. And we'll also share in the group which we have made. Okay, thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry to disturb.
No, that's fine. So I need to take you again. Okay. So this is the Gujrera site where we can check each and everything. What's the project going on, where the project location is, what is the background of the project specifications, and everything. Everything is online, available online, and even you can trace the location of the project on any day. So let me take one example. These many projects have been registered till date, 8413, and among them, this many projects, 3063 projects have been completed, right? So let me take you to the completed projects and let me go through this mixed project development. And we can check on any registration number. On clicking on the any registration number, you will get the background of the promoter, the whole detail of the promoters. And even on clicking the this icon, the location icon, I'm unable to open it right now in here. It's not opening. But on clicking this icon, you will be able to locate where the exact location of the project is there, right? And even the legal documents. If you want to check their certificate, then any layout plans or any documents, you can go as an end user, as a buyer. You know, they are very confused कि promoter ने हमको जो brochure दिखाया, तो उसमें जो layout plan दिया है, is it करेक्ट और नॉट, वो रेरा में ऐसे ही गया होगा कि नहीं होगा, ऐसा डाउट रहता है कई लोगों को. So it's like you can just directly go to the site, go to the just enter the registration number of the project and go here and click on the project documents. So whatever document you want, you can go through. You can download it. Either it's financial document or project document. So this is how this transparency level the Gujarat has given us. And if I talk about the accountability once again, okay. Now can you see the full screen?
Yes, ma'am, you are able to see the full screen.
Okay. So about the transparency level, I showed you that on Gujarat side, everything is transparent. Now let me explain you about the accountability and finance control. So how this RERA people are getting these things controlled. These things are basically controlled by Form 1, Form 2, and Form 3. So Form 1 is for the architect form, and architect in this form, he will give and he will finally give us that project का कितना stage complete हुआ है, कि project start हुआ है तो उसका excavation कितना हुआ है, staircase कितने बने हैं, slabs कितना भरा है, उसका sanitary fittings कितना हुआ है. This all things in the percentage wise, the architect will be explaining in Form 1. So what is about Form 2? So Form 2 में engineer will be explaining कि इतना जो architect ने बताया कि काम हुआ है तो उसके पीछे खर्चा कितना हो गया है, right? So in Form 2, engineer will be mentioning how much cost has been incurred till date. Till date मतलब जहां तक का they are going to file their quarterly returns. And yes, in RERA, it is compulsory to file quarterly return for each and every project registered on RERA. And the last, it comes our part, Form 3. And in Form 3, we verify Form 1 and Form 2. And on Form 3, after verifying the actual tally data, we come to the conclusion that yes, the promoter has actually incurred this much cost, and then we allow them to withdraw the money from the bank account. So you'll be having question that promoter needs permission to withdraw from the bank account, then it's yes. And again, it's no, it's not like permission, but yeah, it's a limit. So in RERA, they have confirmed, they have given that each and every project must maintain different account. So every project must have 3 accounts. One would be the collection account, one would be the RERA account, and the last would be the operation account. So every project has 3 dedicated accounts, and no collection of the allotee can be deposited in any of the account apart from this one collection account. So in the later lecture about the registration part and the Form 3 part, the sir will be explaining you how the amount derives, कि कितना withdraw कर सकते हैं, but I will just give you the brief idea कि accountability और finance control में they have control कि bank accounts के detail भी have to give them कि ये project का RERA account ये है और इसी में deposit होता है collection के account में ही collection deposit होता है, and from that 70% is getting deposited to RERA and 30% is free to use for the promoter without any Form 3. Right, and if we talk about compliances, then they have quarterly returns and yearly audit reports they have to file. So this is the objects of RERA. Now I already showed you the transparency part regarding this, and these are the project located. So I already told you that 8413 projects till date have been registered on RERA, and this many projects have been located on the map. So you can trace any of the project there. These are the list of completed project. These are the, yes, again, the real estate agents who are dealing basically in selling the any real estate property. They have to compulsory get themselves registered under RERA Act. It is very compulsory for them to. अभी सेकंड जो कस्टमर प्रोटेक्शन की बात हो रही थी, तो कस्टमर प्रोटेक्शन में भी they have controlled over, they have given controlled over finance and accounts and everything. और सेकेंड दे आर सो एक्यूरेट कि कस्टमर्स के कोई भी कंप्लेंट्स अगर जाते हैं अथॉरिटी में, देन दे गिव देम वेरी गुड एंड प्रॉपर रिप्लाई एंड दे सॉल्व देयर प्रॉब्लम्स. एंड apart from this, it is not only about the promoter who have to get scared of the customers. कोई customers होते हैं जो fraud intention से भी invest करते हैं property में, तो again it is very benefit for the promoter also कि वो भी उनको like they can, promoter can from their end complain to the authority about the allotee कि allotee is not paying their money in time. So in both the ways, even promoter and allotees, both of them can go and complain to the authority, and the solution has been given, and they have given very positive replies to the same. Now, let us talk about the applicability of the RERA Act. So when RERA will come into picture, when the promoter need to think कि मेरा project मुझे कब register करना है. So if the promoter wants to sell a plot or sell an apartment or sell a building, if the picture of selling comes in, then promoter has to get himself registered under the RERA Act and take the registration number, and after taking the registration number only, he or she can do its advertisement. So what is sell of apartment? What is apartment? So apartment is a block, chamber, dwelling unit, flat, office, showroom, shop, godown, premises, suite, tenement used or intended to be used for any residential or commercial use. And what is a building? So any structure or erection or part of a structure or erection which is intended to be used for residential or commercial use is a building. So again, these definitions are very briefed out, but this will be explained you by Mahadev sir in his definition part. But this is what the apartment is, and this is what the building is. Now, who is liable to register under the Act? Then all the real estate projects and property agents are compulsory liable to get themselves registered under the Act. So you must be having this question then, ma'am, what is the real estate project then? Right. So the real estate project means development of a building or building consisting of apartments or converting an existing building or part thereof into apartments or development of land into plots or apartments. So this is the definition of real estate project. So again, in depth, this will be explained by Mahadev sir with the good examples. Then comes the real estate agents. Who are real estate agents? And yeah, so no real estate agent shall facilitate the sale or purchase of. Yeah, real estate agents means brokerage. Brokers who deals in selling, who helps the promoter to selling their units or plots or building. Yeah. So even for them, it is very compulsory to get themselves registered. Now, this is the checklist, and this is the very, very basic checklist, and this will be taken care of in the lecture of the registration, how to get the project registered under RERA. So this is the brief things, initial documents, which are very compulsory for any promoter to get themselves registered. Title of land, they should be having clear title of land. Then उनका plan जो है, sanction plan, layouts plan, specifications, all things has to be passed. Then yeah, commencement certificate has to be there. Then there has to be a proper allotment letter, agreement and conveyance deed in the RERA, like according to the RERA, what they have specified in their pro forma. So no developer or promoter can add their different type of clauses. खुद के बचने के different type of clauses को add नहीं कर सकता है. Definitely they can add some extra clauses apart from the given clauses by the RERA. बट ऐसा कोई क्लॉज ऐड नहीं कर सकता है जो रेरा के अपोज में जा रहा हो, बिकॉज दे हैव क्लियरली मेंशन इन द प्रोफॉर्मा इटसेल्फ कि ऐसा कोई भी क्लॉज अगर प्रमोटर डालता है, देन रेरा विल बी दी बेस टू जज की वेदर it is a valid point or invalid point. So again, registration के time पे भी this thing should be very clearly checked. Then draft agreement for sale has to be prescribed from the prescribed form. Everything is given by the RERA itself. Then if any promoter is appointing any real estate agent, then he or she has to mention at the time of registration itself. And likewise, and even they have to mention at the time of registration कि project कितने time में वो खत्म करके hand over कर देंगे society को. So this is the basic initial checklist of the registration, and this will be covered at the time of registration lecture. So now let me explain you who is promoter. So ये promoter कौन है? So any person who constructs a building or converts an existing building into apartments for the purpose of selling. So my friends, you can see the basic RERA here focus on selling part. अगर कोई भी प्रॉपर्टी को लीज पे दे दिया तो रेरा इज नॉट गोइंग टू कम इनटू पिक्चर. फॉर एग्जांपल होटल भी ले लो, इवन होटल वाले पीपल अगर वो जो अपने वी आर बुकिंग, तो लाइक इन होटल इंडस्ट्री आल्सो रेरा इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड because they are not going to sell their units. It's only about leasing part. So जहां पे भी selling आता है, कोई भी बिल्डिंग का ले लो, कोई भी अपार्टमेंट का ब्लॉक या चैम्बर एनीथिंग, वहां पे रेरा आ जाएगा and he will say कि before like not without getting yourself registered under RERA, you are not going to sell it. So again, any development authority or any other public body. So ऐसा तो नहीं है कि only we people only do the construction thing. ये गवर्नमेंट का भी कंस्ट्रक्शन हो सकता है, जैसे हाउसिंग बोर्ड है, स्लम डेवलपमेंट है, लाइक सो these things also has to be get themselves registered under RERA because वहां पे भी एक selling का motive आता है. Then any person who acts himself as a builder, contractor, developer or claim to act as a holder of power of attorney from the holder of land, so such person is also called as a promoter, and yes, he or she has to get himself or themselves registered. Then such other person who constructs any building or apartment for sale to general public. Now अभी इतने सारे लोगों का तो हो गया, चलो these people are all promoters, but यहाँ पे there are few exemptions also. कि मैंने बोला कि I am just going और मुझे खाली 2 यूनिट बनाने हैं, तो अभी मैं रेरा में लायबल हूँ रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए, then no, you are not liable to get yourself registered under RERA. So these are the exemptions. So how this exemptions work? सबसे पहले we have to check कि what is the area of land. If the area of land is lesser than or equal to 500 square meter, then you are not liable to get yourself registered under the RERA Act. But again, if this thing happens, then it is we guide. So it is nice. It is good that you take the non-applicability registration, non-applicability certificate from the authority itself to be a safer side. Then second condition is number of apartments proposed to be developed does not exceed 8. So for example, if I have one land that is below 500 square meter and I want to develop 8 units only, not more than that. So am I liable to get myself registered under the Act? Then no, I'm not liable to get myself registered under the Act. But instead of 8, if I want to make 9 units, then am I liable to get myself registered? Then yes, I am liable to get myself registered. Then you will say, but ma'am, your land area is less than 500 square meter, then why? No, it's not like that. Both the conditions has to go simultaneously and has to understand it, has to be read simultaneously together. Any one of the condition, if it's not satisfied, then you are going to be, you have to register your project under RERA Act. Now, what this thing says, inclusive of all phases. Sorry, inclusive of all phases. So it might happen that if my land is just 500 square meter, and today I just only have fund for developing only 4 units. So I will tell कि मुझे खाली 4 unit बनाने हैं और बाकी का I will check it next time. So am I liable to get myself registered? No. Then आधा पार्ट तो रह गया, like if I have a just 500 square meter land तो उसमें से 250 वाला मैंने डेवलप कर दिया, but बाकी का 252 is pending. So जो मैंने first part डेवलप किया, this will be the phase wise registration. तो मेरा first part तो exempt हो गया, but second में if I'm planning to make 5 units, so yes, I will be liable to get myself registered for all the units. Here it explains that thing. Number of apartments proposed to be developed does not exceed 8, inclusive of all phases. So phase will be like phase thing will be understood by this thing. Then another exemption is where the promoter has received CC, completion certificate, prior to commencement of the act. So this is very like now it's not that relevant. Earlier it was, क्योंकि उस टाइम नया नया एक्ट था, तो उस टाइम पे फॉर एग्जांपल द एक्ट वाज एप्लीकेबल फ्रॉम 1st of May 2017. तो 30th अप्रैल 2017 को जिन जिन प्रोजेक्ट ऑनगोइंग थे उनका सीसी आ गया, कंप्लीशन सर्टिफिकेट आ गया, तो उन लोग को रजिस्ट्रेशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं थी और नहीं लिया है. एंड प्रोमोटर लाइक ऑथोरिटीज हैज नॉट टेकन एनी एक्शंस अगेंस्ट देम. बट if your completion certificate has came on 1st of May 17, then yes, you are compulsory liable to get yourself registered under the act. Then the third exemption condition, for the purpose of renovation or repair or redevelopment. So अगर मेरी building है बहुत पुरानी है and I just want to उसको renovate करना है, कुछ टूट गया है तो I want to redevelop that part again. तो ऐसी चीजों में एग्जेम्पशन रहेगा. अगर मैं डेवलप रीडेवलप करती हूँ, आई मीन उसको वो चीज को मैं रीडेवलप भी करती हूँ, पर वो मेरे रहने के लिए कर रही हूँ, मतलब जो फ्लैट में जो सोसाइटी में मैं रहती हूँ वो हम लोग ही रहने वाले. वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू सेल इट टू दी थर्ड पार्टी. उसका कोई हम मार्केटिंग नहीं करने वाले, उसका कोई न्यू अलॉटमेंट नहीं होने वाला है. इट्स जस्ट फॉर रिनोवेशन, रिपेयर एंड रीडेवलपमेंट पर्पस. बट अगर ऐसी कोई पुरानी बिल्डिंग है जो मेरे हाथ में आई है और उसको मुझे पूरा रिनोवेट करके, पूरा रिडेवलप करके मुझे उसको सेल करना है, तो yes, I am liable to get myself registered under the RERA Act. Then what should be done by the ongoing projects? Also now there are no more ongoing projects because this clause was only for very limited time limit. So ongoing projects who has not received completion certificate on 1st of May 17 need to get registered. I explained you earlier. So a registration ka what is the time limit? कितने time में this people give you registration number? So it's registration within 30 days. Registration by RERA shall be granted within 30 days from the date of application. Abhi, if they are not giving you the registration within 30 days of your application, then the project will be deemed to be registered and the authority shall within a period of 7 days of the expiry of the state 30 days will be providing you with the registration number, login ID and password. And yes, if within 30 days they take the action and they are giving you the registration number, then it's well and good. So here what comes after getting a project registered online, they will be providing you with the registration number along with the login ID and the password. And after getting yourself registered, the first step is to check your due dates. सबसे पहले तो क्वार्टर्स देख लो कि सबसे पहले यू जस्ट चेक रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर इन द रजिस्ट्रेशन सर्टिफिकेट कि आपने जो एंड डेट दिया है वही एंड डेट दे हैव मेंशन इन द रजिस्ट्रेशन सर्टिफिकेट. एंड सेकेंडली कि check the quarters कि how many quarters you have been given allotted or लास्ट क्वार्टर भी चेक कर लो कि आपका जो एंडेड दिया है इज द क्वार्टर एग्जैक्टली ऑन दैट पार्ट. सो बाकी जो भी क्वार्टरली रिटर्न्स होते हैं और एनीथिंग, if you want to check your bank account details, change your bank account details, anything you will be able to do from this login ID and password. So what is the validity of the registration? So the validity of registration, जो I explained you कि you have to give one end date at the time of registration. कि मेरा प्रोजेक्ट फॉर एग्जांपल 30th जून 2022 में खत्म हो जाएगा, तो दैट विल बी माय validity of registration. My registration will be valid only up to 30th June 2022. Then what about revocation? नहीं, sorry, let me take the extension part. अगर मेरा प्रोजेक्ट 30th June 2022 में खत्म नहीं होता है, then what I need to do? तो बिफोर गेटिंग बिफोर मेरा वो जो टाइम है वो लैप्स हो जाए, आई नीड टू अप्लाई फॉर द एक्सटेंशन. और it has been said in the act that they will grant you the only 1 year of extension, not more than 1 year. But again, if like corona जैसी pandemic कोई भी आ गया situation, then definitely they are going to help you out in certain situations. So this is just the basic thing. Revocation. अब ये मेरा रजिस्ट्रेशन है वो कब रिवोक हो जाएगा, कब बोलेंगे योर रजिस्ट्रेशन इज नॉट वैलिड? जब अगर मैं एज अ प्रमोटर आई एम नॉट फाइलिंग माय क्वार्टरली रिटर्न्स इन ड्यू टाइम, मैं बार बार डिफॉल्ट करती जा रही हूँ, फिर लाइक माय वर्क इज नॉट गोइंग अच्छे से, आई एम नॉट गोइंग लाइक माय वर्क, माय प्रोग्रेस ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट इज नॉट अकॉर्डिंगली माय प्लान्स, और कोई जाके कंप्लेन करता है कि इन्होंने जो प्लान बताया था वो प्लान के हिसाब से इट्स नॉट गोइंग ऑन, तो या अलोटी कैन गो टू दी रेरा डिपार्टमेंट एंड कंप्लेन कि जो ब्रोशर में प्लान है, जो लेआउट प्लान है, अकॉर्डिंगली दे आर नॉट वर्किंग आउट. And there are many other situations I will take into consideration later on. So ऐसा कुछ हो जाता है, then yes, your registration number may be revoked. So these are the acts which will lead to the revocation of my registration. And these are: promoter makes default in doing anything under the act, rules and regulations. Then promoter violates any terms or conditions of approval given by the competent authority. Because the registration देने के वक्त भी this competent authority have given certain terms and conditions which promoter has to fulfill it. If it's found that की unfair practice चल रही है promoter की, कुछ irregularities है, fraudulent practices है, then it will, this many acts will be liable to get myself revoked under the RERA Act. Now, obligation of authority consequent upon lapse of or on revocation of registration. So आज अगर मेरा अच्छा खासा प्रोजेक्ट चालू था और कोई कस्टमर ने जाके कंप्लेन कर दी क्योंकि मेरे से कोई फॉल्ट हो रहे थे, तो अथॉरिटी ने जाके बोल दिया कि आपका रजिस्ट्रेशन रिवोक हो गया. तो रिवोक होने के बाद का क्या, प्रोजेक्ट ऐसे का ऐसा तो रहेगा नहीं, मतलब it has to be completed because many investors has invested their hard earned money in that project. तो अभी authority will do, in case of revocation of registration, association of allottees will be formed first, and then the first right of refusal for carrying out the work, okay, and then the allottees will be given chance to choose with whom, like आपको whom do you want to get this project completed. Then the appropriate government will take such action, उनको जैसे ही फिट लगेगा, ये एसोसिएशन ऑफ allottees ने जो बोला उसके हिसाब से वो जो गवर्नमेंट है, अथॉरिटी है, they will look after it, and then the project will be again allocated to some eligible promoter whom they think कि वो खत्म करके on time दे देंगे. And no direction decision shall take effect. Okay. Yeah, so this is how, like on revocation, authority allottees के बारे में सोच के they will take the action. अभी penalties. So what are the penalties? So if the promoter does not file their quarterly return after getting themselves registered under the act, तो उसकी पेनल्टी है 10,000 and quarter will be blocked. And after paying 10,000 rupees of penalty, the quarter will be again opened and then he can file his quarterly returns. So it's not covered under here. So now सबसे पहले जो promoter eligible था registration के लिए पर उसने registration नहीं लिया. So what is the quantum of penalty? So the quantum of penalty will be, it may extend up to 10% of ECP. So what is this ECP? ECP means estimated cost of real estate project. So again, this thing you will be learning in the Form 3, I think the last session. In this, the sir will be explaining you how to derive the estimated cost of real estate project. Then second, non-complying with order, decisions or directions of authority. अगर authority ने कोई भी complaint की या कोई भी notice दी promoter को और promoter is unable to fulfill fulfill the orders or decisions of the authority, तो उनकी penalty होगी. It will be imprisonment, which may extend up to 3 years, or fine, which may extend up to 10% of the estimated cost of real estate project, or both. अगर promoter ने at the time of registration कोई भी false information दे दी, so ऐसा कब हो सकता है? ऐसा हो सकता है starting में कि when I am getting myself registered, मुझे लोन की requirement नहीं थी, मैंने कोई लोन नहीं ली है. It's all on my cost. But gradually 3 months बाद I get to realize कि नहीं, I need some funding from bank. तो मैंने लोन ली, but I missed informing to the authority that I took the loan. Now my project is encumbered with the loan. अगर उनको ये कहीं से भी पता चलता है, then it will be like providing false information type, and my penalty will be it will be extended up to 5% of the estimated cost of my project. Then apart from this 3 listed, any other default is done by the promoter, then it's the same, extend up to 5% of the ECP. Then this is the part of promoter. Now agent, what is the penalty for agent? If agent is not getting himself registered under the RERA Act, then the penalty will be 10,000 per day till default continues, which may cumulatively extend up to 5% of the cost of plot, apartment or buildings as the case may be. So agent के लिए the cost of plot, apartment or building रहेगा. Promoter के लिए it will be the estimated cost of project. Now, second default, if agent is not complying with the orders or decisions or directions of the authority, then penalty for every day till default continues, which may cumulatively extend up to 5% of the cost of plot, apartment or buildings as the case may be. Now, promoter or agent का भी 100. अभी LOTP default तो करता ही है, ऐसा तो है नहीं. तो allotee अगर उसका पेमेंट नहीं करता है properly, if allotee is not paying the collection amount to the promoter, तो promoter जाके complain करेगा authority को that this allotee is not paying his or her dues in time. तब authority allotee को देगी order कि आप order या direction or decisions whatever authority gives, और अगर वो allotee authority के ये चीजों को नहीं comply करता है, then the penalty to the allotee will be penalty for every day till default continues, which may cumulatively extend up to 5% of the cost of plot, apartment or buildings as the case may be determined by the authority. So again, allotee के case में 5% of cost of plot, apartment or building देखा जाएगा, not ECP. Second, हो सकता है कि केस लाइक allotee और promoter के बीच में काफी बातचीत होगी, काफी आगे चले गए, तो अपीलेट ट्रिब्यूनल तक पहुंच गया केस, तो अपीलेट ट्रिब्यूनल कोई ऑर्डर देता है allotee को that you are totally wrong in this thing, you have to pay these things, तब जाके अगर allotee अपीलेट ट्रिब्यूनल के भी डिसीजंस को कंप्लाई नहीं करता है, तो उनको पेनल्टी हो जाएगी imprisonment which can extend up to 1 year, or fine for every day till default continues, which may extend up to 10% of plot, apartment or building as the case may be, or both. So this was the part of penalties. Yeah, again, company. Abhi penalty in regarding to the company. Ki company mein how this penalty will be, to whom, which persons will be liable in company for this penalty thing. So any offense le lo. So who will be responsible for the penalty in a case of company? So every person will be liable who was in charge when such offense committed. जो भी प्रोमोटर से गलती हुई, वो गलती का जो डिसीजन लिया गया था कि हाँ ये हमें करना है रॉन्ग थिंग, और वो डिसीजन में जितने भी मेंबर्स शामिल थे उस टाइम पे, वो सारे के सारे लायबल हो जाएंगे पेनल्टी भरने के लिए. नाउ हु विल बी एग्जेम्प्ट फ्रॉम देम? अगर कोई भी इंसान प्रूव कर देता है कि ये जो डिसीजन लिया था ऑफेंस करने का, आई वाज नॉट देयर, आई वाज टोटली अनअवेयर अबाउट द डिसीजन, तो यस, he or she will be exempted. Second, if offense is committed with consent or convenience of, or is attributable to any neglect on the part of any director, manager, secretary, or any officer, then he or she will also be charged as guilty. Now, जो project है, तो we have to accept the payment of payment by the LOT according to the project. अगर एक कंपनी के 10 प्रोजेक्ट चालू है एंड अलॉटी चाहता है कि प्रोजेक्ट 1 में इन्वेस्ट करना है, then he or she has to compulsory give the payment in the bank number first only. Like प्रोजेक्ट नंबर फर्स्ट की जो बैंक है, बैंक नंबर 1, उसी में ही दे सकता है वो, और कोई प्रोजेक्ट की बैंक में डिपॉजिट नहीं करेगा, ना ही प्रमोटर ऐसा कुछ करेगा. Then the mode of acceptance of monies will be online, like cross account पे checks है, DD है, net banking है, और any other banking channels. Then इसका क्या होता है, जो अमाउंट आता है कस्टमर का 100%, तो सबसे पहले तो वो एक कलेक्शन अकाउंट में डिपॉजिट हो जाता है, एंड देन फ्रॉम 70% वो रेरा के अकाउंट में जाता है, एंड रेरा के अकाउंट में इट इज फिक्स. वहां से प्रमोटर और डेवलपर कोई भी कुछ भी करके वहां से विड्रॉ नहीं कर सकता है. उसको अगर विड्रॉ करना है, पैसा यूज करना है, तो वो जाएगा सीधा ऑपरेशन अकाउंट में, जहां पे 30% पड़ा है कलेक्शन का, वहां से वो फ्रीली विड्रॉ कर सकता है. एंड if the promoter needs the extra money, so he or she needs to get form 1, form 2 and form 3, and then only he or she can withdraw the amount from the RERA account. क्योंकि ये जो होता है वो depends how much work is completed. ये पूरा process आपको next session, I mean next Sunday के session में you will be get to know how all thing goes. So I will just give you the brief thing. Of the total collections, only 30% can be withdrawn without any restrictions. Remaining 70% can be withdrawn in stages in proportion to the percentage completion of the project. Withdrawals to be certified by an engineer, an architect, and a CA in practice, and audit report by a practicing CA to be submitted to RERA authority. Anyone has questions? Okay. So let us talk about the obligations and responsibilities of promoters. So registration लेने के बाद और registration के time पे, what are the obligations and responsibilities of the promoter? So promoter has to strictly adhere to sanction plans and project specifications. It means कि उसने registration के वक्त जो प्लान दिया है कि यस हम ये प्लान के अकॉर्डिंग ही डेवलप करने वाले हैं. सेकेंड कि यही स्पेसिफिकेशंस कि हम इस कंपनी के टाइल्स लगाएंगे, इस कंपनी का सामान यूज होगा. सो he or she has to strictly adhere to that sanction plans and project specifications. अगर उसमें से वो नहीं करता है and LOT comes to know, then definitely LOT will go to the RERA and complain against the promoter. Then title insurance, execution of conveyance deed in favor of allottees. Promoter need to जैसे ही पैसा उनका हो, that as soon as the promoter receives all the money from the allottee, it is a part of it is a duty, it is the obligation and responsibility of promoter कि चेक करना है कि उनका सेल डीड इन टाइम हो गया है कि नहीं हो गया है. Handing over the possession, create the web page, deposit 70% of booking amount and amount received into a separate bank account, to form the association of allottees, to maintain essential services till taking over by association of allottees. It might possible कि पूरा प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट हो गया है, BU आ गया है, बट सेलिंग इतना नहीं हुआ है. देन व्हाट विल बी हैपनिंग, प्रमोटर है ना, प्रमोटर विल हैव टू मेंटेन सम एसेंशियल सर्विसेज जब तक एक प्रॉपर एसोसिएशन ऑफ allottees नहीं बन जाता है, जब तक वो सोसाइटी को हैंड ओवर नहीं कर देता है सब कुछ, तब तक की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है प्रमोटर की सब कुछ ध्यान रखने की. Then project account to be audited within 6 months from the end of financial year. Withdraw amounts only in proportion to percentage of completion after certification by engineer, architect, NCA. To pay interest for delay if promoter fails to complete the project or is not able to give the possession on date promised by the promoter. Then yes, promoter has to take care कि if any of his unit cost exceeds ₹50 lakhs, तो TDS उसका कट हुआ है नहीं हुआ है, they have to be careful regarding this thing. Then maximum 10% of cost of flat or plot to be accepted at the time of booking. To obtain and provide completion certificate and occupancy certificate. To obtain and provide the lease certificate. Lease, in very rare case, you will see this part. To hand over the documents and plans. Okay. तो ये सारी यहाँ तक की जो चीजें थी वो सारी की सारी as soon as your project gets completed, promoter has to hand over to the society. ये रहा plan, ये रहा documents, ये रहा all allottees के details and everything. अभी जो मैंने revocation के time पे आपको एक बात बताई थी कि authority will choose यहाँ पे obligation of authority कि एक association of allottees बनेगा, उसका एक यहाँ पे एक रिलेशन है जो ट्रांसफर हो रहा है कि वो जो एग्जिस्टिंग प्रमोटर है उसको बोल दिया कि अब तू मत करना, वी विल गोइंग टू ट्रांसफर द प्रोजेक्ट टू समवन एल्स. तो वो ट्रांसफर के लिए भी ट्रांसफर ऑफ अ रियल एस्टेट प्रोजेक्ट टू अ थर्ड पार्टी, प्रायर अप्रूवल ऑफ 2/3 ऑफ allottees इज रिक्वायर्ड टू एग्जीक्यूट कन्वीनियंस डीड एंड हैंडलिंग ओवर पोजेशन टू allottee. Then advertisement, yes. Without getting yourself registered under the RERA Act, you cannot advertise yourself. Or advertise so kya you cannot take any booking without getting yourself registered under the Act. Then हो सकता है कि starting में उनका layout उनको जो layout दिया है registration के time पे, हो सकता है कि later on उनको पता चलता है कि नहीं यहाँ पे I need promoter को पता चलता है कि yes यहाँ पे थोड़ा मुझे change करना है plan में, and they again give the plan for this alteration in the town planning. तो वहां से अगर वो plan again alter होके अगर आता है, then it is compulsory for the promoter to get himself again not registered but to get his project altered. उसका भी there is a different process. उसका he or she has to alter his project, and again he or she has to take the approval of 2/3 of allottees for the same before altering his or her project. Now, what are the obligations and responsibilities of an allottee? So, allottee की basic responsibility है time से पैसा देना promoter को. If he or she is not paying money in time, then pay the interest along with the payment. To participate in formation of association or society, क्योंकि last में promoter तो hand over करके चला जाएगा. So, who is going to run the society? Definitely these people only. उनका ही एक society बनेंगे, उनका एक association बनेगा. They have to maintain the society. फिर penalty for failure to comply with orders of authority by allottee. to take possession within 2 months of issue of occupancy certificate, to participate in registration of conveyance deed bolo ya sale deed bolo, both are same thing. Penalty for failure to comply with orders of appellate tribunal by LOT. So this was the brief thing about the RERA, which I shared with you. And I think so many people, I think, raising their hands. Do you have any questions or anything?
Hello, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
there are a few doubts,
Yeah.
and as the attendees they cannot unmute themselves and ask
Yeah,
themselves, so I will read out those doubts for them.
sure.
The first one is from Shaishav Shah.
Okay.
He's asking that which is the third account that comes into picture. The first one is the collection account, which has the 30% money.
100%. Collection
Then the
account
data account.
will be having 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. So LOT का जितना भी पैसा आया, totally amount has to be deposited in the collection account.
Okay.
From that, automatically bank will transfer 70% to the RERA account
Okay.
and 30% will be transferred to the operation account.
Okay. Okay. So there are three: collection, RERA, and operation account.
Yes.
Okay. And another question was put up by Monica Vasaya. Any amount which is required to be paid from getting extension?
Yeah, actually there is, you have to pay the 50%, like a registration. There is a fees. Let me share you the chart of fees, how they charge. Just give me a second. It is according to the land area. The fees are calculated according to the land area. And if the project is getting extension, then yes, they charge few fees according to the extension, 50%, something around about 50%. For extension. And even alteration they charge. But as of now, due to Corona, they have delayed it. Delayed, they have given exemption. You cannot, if you don't pay, it's okay, don't pay. Extension or alteration period.
Okay, ma'am. And the next one is by Reza. What if promoter uses a better material than promised to allottees?
It's good then.
Okay. The next one is by Lokesh Goyal. Is there if there is change in project after booking, what are the options available with the allottee?
Means change in project means?
Um, Even I am not clear, but if we see it in a generalized sense, that if, for example, what was actually decided for the project was changed later.
So you are talking about the layout plans which the promoter initially registered themselves with the layout plans.
So I think I just interrupt here. I think Kashish, a lot of questions are overlapping. Now I think we have Madhav Bhai to take. People have just started learning about RERA. So this was an overview.
Okay.
Let us understand the next session. Madhav Bhai will be taking a lot of these questions that you already have told us. So let us hear the second speaker as well. And after that, if in case you have any queries, you can post it, because there's an overlapping, and then Madhav Bhai is there to share all the details with that.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. And on this note, I would like to request Vraj Choksi, Managing Committee member with Vikasa, to give a vote of thanks. Okay, ma'am, I think that there might be some technical issue for the same. So, ma'am, on behalf of all the Vikasa members and all the students out there, I would like to thank you, because it was such an amazing session. Even for beginners like us, we haven't even opened our law textbooks yet. But then I am very, very sure that when I open it up, the first thing that I would like to read now would be RERA.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it was an amazing, amazing session. And thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you to the Vikasa team, and thank you, Harit sir. And I think, yeah, everyone left. No problem. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to request Divya, Managing Committee Member Vikasa, to introduce our next esteemed speaker, um, Mahadev Villa sir.
Hello, good afternoon. Hope I'm perfectly audible.
Yes, Divya, you are audible.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to introduce Mahadev sir. Mahadev Billa sir is a chartered accountant from profession. He had served at the position of CFO in one of the listed company based in Ahmedabad and also served at the position of head of finance and accounts with real estate company of Ahmedabad for 6 years. He have overall 13 years of experience in the field of financial management, taxation management, internal audits, project audits, secretarial audits, company secretarial work, and management accounting across the various industries, especially real estate construction, EPC services, manufacturing, etc. He is advising on RERA matter in various states like Gujarat, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and Haryana. He is also a member of website and newsletter committee of ICI Ahmedabad for 3 consecutive years and also a core member of a study group of WRC of ICI for the year 2021. He have been regularly delivering lectures at ICI Ahmedabad, ICSI Ahmedabad, and CPE Study Circle. He co-authored a book, E-Filing Guide on Form 3 and Form 5 under ERA, which is published by ICI Ahmedabad. He have been writing regularly for web media like Taxman, TaxGuru, and ICI Ahmedabad newsletter, WIC newsletter. He has written more than 50 articles on RERA. Thank you so much, sir. We are very fortunate enough to have you on the stage. Over to you, Kashish.
Thank you, Divya, for the introduction. Now I would like to request sir to please begin with the session.
Good afternoon, friends. And first of all, I would like to thank Harit Bhai, Chairman Ahmedabad branch. I still remember in 2019, he gave me first opportunity before the CA fraternity. Now again, he has given me the opportunity before CA students Ahmedabad. And after that, I think I have taken so far near about 40 lectures on the RERA in India. So thank you, Harit Bhai. Thank you, Ahmedabad branch for inviting. Thank you, Vikasa team. Thank you, Fanil Bhai, Chairman Vikasa team. Rahulji Maliwal, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I think Ms. Pooja has covered overview of the RERA. I would like to add some points into that part also. Then I would take my session and we will understand some important sections. Mostly we will understand some important definitions under the RERA. Then after in brief, I will explain some important sections also. First, again, I would like to reconfirm, am I audible and screen is visible also?
Yes, sir, you are audible and the screen is perfectly visible.
Yeah. So friends, I think this RERA, which is came into force since 2016, and this RERA took almost 9-year journey to came into force when first model bill was came, real estate bill in 2009. Then after in 2016, it was implemented. This RERA is a very short, I can say, a topic, which only has 92 sections, right? 42 definition, 10 chapters. So I think it is not hard to read this RERA, and definitely by after becoming a chartered accountant, even during articleship, you can help your principal in this area, and you can develop your own practice after becoming a chartered accountant. This RERA is, which object was explained by Ms. Pooja. This is for the protection of the interest of the consumer in the real estate industry. If we read the object, this object says that how to protect, and this RERA, which has came into the force to protect the interest of consumer in the real estate industry. Now, the friends, in the object, the word is written is consumer. However, generally practical, we see that whenever we talk about the real estate project or real estate industry, we always say home buyer. We do not talk about any other person who is going who takes the property or who buys the property in the real estate project. whether it is commercial, plot or anything. We always talk about the home buyer. However, the object says that RERA is to protect the interest of consumer in real estate industry. Again, there is no definition of the consumer, friends. So how this consumer is there in the RERA, how it is defined? So the consumer is defined by way of terminology allotee. Now, I would like to add one more thing when we read this RERA. This RERA, there are 3 buckets of the RERA, or we can say there are 3 Bs of the RERA. Always keep in your mind 3 Bs, 3 buckets of the RERA. One is builder, second is broker, and third one is the buyer. Now these 3 terminology are not defined under the RERA. There are different terminologies defined for, but to remember in an easy and simple way, always keep in mind 3 buckets, 3 Bs of the RERA: builder, broker, and home buyer. Now, what is the consumer? Who is the consumer in the real estate industry? So there is no definition of the consumer. There is no definition of the home buyer. The definition is given under section 2, subsection D of the RERA is allotee. Now, friends, who is the allotee? I will read this definition, then I will explain the definition. So this section 2D says allotee means, allotee in relation to a real estate project means the person to whom a plot, apartment or building, as the case may be, has been allotted, sold, whether as a freehold or leasehold, or otherwise transferred by the promoter, and includes the person who subsequently acquire the said allotment through sale, transfer or otherwise, but does not include a person to whom such plot, apartment or building, as the case may be, given on rent. So in this definition, I have highlighted some points. I have highlighted some words. So I will explain these definition. There are 2 types of allotee. First, the person who directly buy the property, or we can say apartment or a unit in a real estate project from a real estate developer. So if I give the example, X buy a property in a project called ABC, then X would be allotee, or he takes allotment, he would be allotee. Now, Y takes a property or buy the property from the X, then Y becomes the allotee. Now, why this section and why this explanation is important? Because what would be the right and duties of the allotee, who is Y, is also important to understand. It is also important to know about the rights and duties of the second allotee. And this part play a very important role when we read the definition, or when we read the section 14 subsection 3 of the RERA, which talks about the structural defect. I will explain that structural defect, but you keep in your mind that the second allotee, the second buyer who buy the property from the first buyer, is fall under the definition of the allotee. Now, friends, we'll go and explain whether the lessee, whether the lease transaction is also covered under the RERA or not. The friend, in the definition it is mentioned, it is written that whether it is allotted, sold, and in bracket it is written whether it is a freehold or leasehold. So now the whether when the property is given on the lease will cover under the definition of the allotee or not, this was a very debatable point. And this, in one of the matter went up to the High Court, and in the Bombay High Court has held that when there is a transaction, when there is a property is taken on a lease, the lessee will also fall under the definition of the allotee. And there is a very landmark judgment of the Bombay High Court, Lavasa Corporation versus Chitendra Jagdish Tulsiani, where Bombay High Court held that the person who takes the property on lease will also fall under the definition of the allotee. Now, only important thing is that how this lessee will be covered. So when there is a long-term lease, in this judgment, it was held that when there is a long-term lease, it is equivalent to sale of the property. So when the property is taken for the more than 99-year lease, then obviously it will cover under the definition of the, it will be considered as a sale, and the person will fall under the definition of the allotee. Now, again in the section it is written the property is otherwise transferred. So how the otherwise transferred? When suppose X has bought the property, X died, his successor will become owner of the property, so they will fall under the definition of the allotee. When the property is transferred by way of will, whether the property is transferred by succession, then also the person or the person who buy the property or who takes the property or become the owner of the property will fall under the definition of the allotee. So this is the part. Now only rent, when the property is given on the rent, that person will not fall under the definition of the allotee. If there is a doubt, you can put your question in chat box or question and answer. We will take all the question and answer at the end of the session, right? And hope everything is clear. It should not be all clear because Sunday afternoon session is there. Lunch time has already gone. Now, another important definition is section 2E. That is the apartment. Already Miss Pooja has explained this definition, but very important crux of this definition is that I explained at the beginning of my session that whenever we talk about the real estate industry, we always talk about the home buyer. However, this thing is not there. I'll read this definition in short and I will explain the crux of this definition. Section 2E, apartment, whether called block, chamber, dwelling unit, flat, office, showroom, shop, godown, premises, suite, tenement, unit, or by any other names, means a separate and self-contained part of any immovable property. So friends, always keep in your mind, office, shop, showroom, and godowns all are covered. Mean whether it is a residential property or whether it is a commercial property, all fall under the definition of the apartment, and the person who buys the property, whether it is commercial, whether it is residential, they will fall under the definition of the allotee. That's why this section is very important to understand. Now, another important is the section commencement certificate. This is a very important section. Why? This is the beginning of the real estate project. Unless and until the real estate developer gets the commencement certificate, and in Gujarat it is called Raja Chitti. So unless and until the commencement certificate is received, you must have read in the Companies Act also that certificate for commencement of the business generally a company gets, then after they start the business. So the same way, unless and until the commencement certificate is received, that is Raja Chitti is received by the promoter or the real estate developer, they cannot start their project. So the commencement certificate means the commencement certificate or the building permit or the construction permit, by whatever name called, issued by the competent authority to allow or permit the promoter to begin development work on an immovable property as per sanction plan. So this is the definition of the commencement certificate. Now, common area. Why am I explaining this common area? Because I have seen in many cases the litigations or the complaints goes before the RERA authority, where the allotee files the complaint before the RERA authority in respect of incompletion of the common amenities in a real estate project. I will give you an example. Suppose there is a project in which 5 blocks are there, A, B, C, D, E. Again, this project was started before the RERA came into the picture. Now, we have seen, or there is a practice also, that even the project is incompleted, the promoter used to give the possession of the unit in a project. Suppose in 5 blocks, 4 blocks are completed and they are ready to use. Before getting a BU permission also, promoter gives the possession and the allotee start residing there. Now, the question comes, when the allotee already has taken a possession, they file a complaint before the RERA authority that promoter has not completed the possession. Sorry, promoter has not completed some common amenities in the project. Now, question is there whether that complaint would be maintainable or not, and what would be the common area, and why that complaint would not be maintainable. So, if the possession is given to the allotee and the promoter has mentioned in the undertaking or the declaration or the affidavit where the promoter says that on a particular date the project would be completed. Now, allotee says before completion of the project before the end date of the project, they say that the promoter has not completed the common amenities in the project, so they file the complaint. Now the friends, I will tell you, when they file a complaint in respect of the completion of the common amenities, that would not be maintainable, because the common amenities, or we say the common area, is to be handed over by the promoter as per the section 17 of the RERA, that is on or before the completion of the project, but no doubt after receiving the BU permission. So what is the common area? It is very important. Suppose the block is completed, but the lift facility is not completed, children play area is not completed, garden facility is not there, gym is not there. Whether this is fall under the definition of the common area? Yes. So the common area is the entire length of the real estate project. Second, staircase, lift, staircase and lift lobbies, fire escape, common entrance of the building, common basement, terrace, park, play area, open parking area, and common storage space. The premises for the lodging of the person employed for the management of the property, including accommodation for watch and ward staffs. So these are the area which falls under installation of the central services such as electricity, gas, water, and sanitation, air conditioning. And so these are type of the services will fall under the definition of the common area. And as per the RERA, it is not compulsory that the promoter has to give the possession of the common area at the time of handing over the individual unit, because the possession date for the individual unit may be different from the date of possession of the common area. So common area is to be handed over as per section 17. So whenever, if you are working with your principal and whenever any matter comes in respect of your clients, always you can give inputs to your principal that, sir, this is the definition of the common area. If we are advising our client or some complaint has come, any LOT has filed the complaint before the RERA authority, sir, how we can defend our client that this common area is to be handed over as per section 17 of the RERA. So this is the common area. And we friends, we are also staying in some societies where we see that what is the common area, or according to that we can explain our client also, we can discuss with the principal also, and then after we can take a defend of the any complaint. So this is the definition of the common area. Now this is the very important section, section 2B of the RERA, that is the advertisement. This section play very important role, and this section has a link with the 4th section in the RERA. Whenever friends we read, when I started my own practice, generally when we during the articleship or during our study time, we generally sometimes ignore the definitions, or whenever we read any law, we read some words, then it is my personal experience that we should check always that whether any word which is written in the act that is given some definition under the act or not. So this advertisement which play a very important role in the 4 sections, section 3, section 7, section 11 and section 12. I will explain these sections also. In short, section 3 which talks about the registration of the project, and this section restricts the promoter from advertisement of any project unless and until the project is registered with the RERA authority. तो जब तक प्रोजेक्ट रेरा में रजिस्टर्ड नहीं हुआ है, तब तक कोई प्रमोटर, रियल एस्टेट डेवलपर किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट का एडवर्टाइजमेंट नहीं कर सकता है। ऐसा रिस्ट्रिक्शन दिया है सेक्शन 3 में। सेक्शन 7 बोलता है कि अगर आपने कोई ऐसा एडवर्टाइजमेंट किया है कस्टमर को अट्रैक्ट करने के लिए, और वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट में आपने ऐसी सर्विसेज ऑफर की है जो कि आप उसको फ्यूचर में नहीं देने वाले हैं, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड द अनफेयर ट्रेड प्रैक्टिस, और उसके लिए अथॉरिटी में टेक एक्शन, एनी पर्सन कैन फाइल अ कंप्लेंट, और जैसा कि मिस पूजा ने बताया कि रेरा का रजिस्ट्रेशन भी रिवोक किया जा सकता है। सेक्शन 11 में हम बात करते हैं, तो सेक्शन 11 जो कि एडवर्टाइजमेंट के बारे में बताता है कि जब भी किसी प्रोजेक्ट का हम एडवर्टाइजमेंट करते हैं तो उस एडवर्टाइजमेंट के अंदर रेरा प्रोजेक्ट का रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर और रेरा जो वेबसाइट है पर्टिकुलर स्टेट का, जैसे आप अगर गुजरात की बात करें तो गुजरात रेरा का जो वेबसाइट है उसका एड्रेस उस एडवर्टाइजमेंट होना चाहिए। ये एडवर्टाइजमेंट के अंदर कवर होता है। सेक्शन 12 बोलता है वेरासिटी ऑफ द एडवर्टाइजमेंट, व्हिच टॉक्स अबाउट दैट अगेन some promises are made in the advertisement, like I'll give the example, कोई भी प्रमोटर जब प्रोजेक्ट का एडवर्टाइजमेंट करता है तो लिखता है 5 किलोमीटर दूर स्कूल है, 3 किलोमीटर दूर हॉस्पिटल है, 500 मीटर्स में टेम्पल है। इस तरह की जब प्रमोटर प्रोमिसेस करता है वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट में लिखता है। और सपोज किसी कस्टमर ने अगर फ्लैट लिया है और जब फ्लैट लेने के बाद या कोई भी यूनिट लेने के बाद उसको पता चलता है स्कूल 5 किलोमीटर नहीं, स्कूल तो 7 किलोमीटर दूर है। अब कस्टमर सपोज ये सोचता है कि चलिए स्कूल 1 किलोमीटर लिखा है तो 1 किलोमीटर वॉकिंग डिस्टेंस में मैं अपने बच्चे को स्कूल में छोड़ के आ सकता हूं, तो मैं ये प्रोजेक्ट में यूनिट ले लूं। अब पता चला स्कूल तो 1 किलोमीटर नहीं 3 किलोमीटर दूर है घर से, और उसके लिए उसको सपोज बाय द वे कोई 2 व्हीलर या 4 व्हीलर खरीदना पड़ा, तो क्या वो इस लॉस के लिए रेरा में कंप्लेन कर सकता है? नहीं कर सकता है। ये दिया गया है सेक्शन 12 which talks about the veracity of the advertisement. So this is the one of the example which talks about the veracity of the advertisement. There are various landmark judgments under the RERA. There are various other things in that section. But when we read this definition of the advertisement, we should also read this section, this definition in link with the 4 section, section 3, section 7, section 11, and section 12 of the RERA. So I'll read this definition and I will explain this definition. Always I have see the friends, this some points I have highlighted, so keep your concentration on this. Section 2B, advertisement means any document. Friends, keep in your mind any document described or issued as an advertisement through any medium. Any document through any medium, and includes any notice, circular, or other documents or publicity in any form. Again, any document, any medium, publicity in any form, informing person about the real